Hello everyone. I have never done this whole going live thing before, so this is definitely new to me. I'm going to try to position my cell phone here. Oh, there we go. Get comfortable here. And let me get my situated. Okay, great. So I have the live chat now on my laptop. So I think maybe I can see the chat now. I'm just testing all of this out. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here, so just be patient with me. I can't see anything that you guys are saying if you guys are saying anything right now. I'm like technologically illiterate, for real. Oh gosh, why is this so challenging? Like, YouTube is playing in my face right now. Okay, so like I'm on my laptop and it said, I see where it says the video. And I click on it. Like I'm clicking on it. Okay, live control room maybe? Is that it? Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. Okay, cool, I see it. Okay, so I have this now going live. This is my first time doing this, so, and I'm technologically illiterate, so you just have to be patient with me. And I'm doing this from my cell phone because I was trying to do it from my laptop, and like every single time I tried to go live on my laptop, it would pop up with this like strange like error alert saying like, you've encountered an error. Please copy this code and send it to us in like an email or something and like send feedback. And I'm like, I don't know how to do all that. I'm technologically illiterate. What the hell? So now I have it up on my laptop, the live chat. So now I can see what you guys are saying. But yeah, before, no. I could not see anything. So now I see the Deviant Witch and Hellbound Heathen. Hello. This is my first time going live. I've never done this before. Hey, the Unlikely Convert. Oh my God, this is so crazy. I've never done this before. So yeah, so I have a celebratory drink. Yes. That sangria though. Hello. This is the position for Hey Deviant, yes. Yes, I have gone live on Facebook before, but this is my first time going live on YouTube. So raise a glass with me. Hello. I got these skull wine glasses, and they're great because they're plastic. So, so if I drop them, if I drink too much, they're not likely to break. Um, Sorry to disappoint you, Hellbound, but I'm not sure what good side you're talking about. Okay. Yes, Deviant. Cheers. Cheers. If you guys hear that noise going on in the background, that is my partner playing Xbox, probably yelling and screaming profanities at whoever he's talking to on there. So, let's talk, I guess, since I'm here and we're live. And I did take like a 4 month hiatus from YouTube, and I'm gonna talk about that. So, as you guys know, who have been watching my channel and stuff, okay, unlikely convert. I see you. Work it out. Congrats. Just raise. You can raise a glass of water. Okay. Hey, ancient Egyptian magic. Hey, work it out. Thank you. This is actually a like swimsuit cover up that I'm wearing, but it's summertime, and I don't really want to wear real clothes, and I don't know if YouTube would really appreciate like live skyclad. Like I don't really know if that would like work in their like terms and conditions. I don't know if they'd really appreciate that. Yes, we do have so much in common, ancient Egyptian magic. Yes, we do, girl. I swear. It's almost like, honestly, it's almost like we are like the same, but like a different color. It's crazy. We do have so much in common. Like, so much. Oh, okay. Hellbound. Oh my gosh. You were crazy. So, I took a 4 month hiatus from YouTube, and the reason for that is because springtime for me is not my favorite time of year. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey. It's not my favorite time of year. It actually, springtime for me, there's a lot of stuff in my life that springtime just like kind of brings up previous traumas. And so it's really important for me just to kind of take some time for myself. And anyone who actually knows me personally will know that I'm the type of person who just sometimes disappears, and I have to sometimes for my own sanity. So, I mean, YouTube is important to me, and it's a fun hobby of mine, and I'm definitely passionate about it, but don't be surprised from time to time if I'm inconsistent and I just disappear. Absolutely, Hellbound. Fall is actually my favorite time of year because I'm a basic white girl. Everything about fall, from pumpkin spice lattes to haunted houses, corn mazes, all the food, all the smells of fall, the scarves, the boots, everything. Everything. Hello, Melly. Hello. I had so much fun on Ancient Egyptian Magic's live stream last night with Grand Madame. We had a lot of fun, and we spilled some real teas, so it was a good time. But yeah, so springtime for me is just um, not my time of year, and I've actually always been like that. I've never really resonated with springtime, and yeah, so I just kind of I had to pop out of there for a minute and just really do some introspection and really take care of myself and do some self-love. And not that I can't do that while doing YouTube, but I do so much. I mean, I'm all over the place already. Like, I'm a total Libra, I'm a total air sign. I'm always go, 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 go. I'm a barber. I'm with the public all the time, working with them. Plus, I read and I do mediumship. I run my own business. Um, aside from doing hair. And then I also do hair outside of the barbershop that I work at. I do color, hair extensions, lash extensions, whole 9 yards. So I have a lot going on. Plus, I am a sister, a daughter, a girlfriend. So yeah, so I just have a lot going on. Yes, deviant. Anyone who has not done hair, I don't think can really understand that. But when you work with the public in any sense, when you're working with the public, you're also dealing with their energy. So, and the line of work that I do, because I am a barber, and I specialize in men's hair, the place I work at is actually a barbershop slash salon and spa for men. And we do everything from haircuts to facials to massages. So it's a very personal type of work. And doing hair anyway is personal because you're physically touching them and you're spending time with them. And with men, you know, they're coming back to you every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks, sometimes every 6 weeks. And over the course of a year or 2 years, you really start building that stylist-client relationship. And so it takes time to maintain that. It takes energy to maintain that. Yes, everyone does need downtime, and I'm learning to actually slow down. That's a lesson that I've been learning, especially here lately, just to take time for myself, and hence why I took a little hiatus from YouTube. I'm a fall winter girl too. Yes. And welcome back. Welcome back, convert, to you too. And thank you. A penis massage. Oh no. I don't think we offer that service where I work. I don't know if I can help you there, honey. You're in Indiana, convert? Because I am as well. Yeah, hello, Roslyn. Yes. 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 Springtime for me this year did not feel like life at all or rebirth at all. It felt like a painful birthing for me. It was not this beautiful pastel experience, at least in my sphere. It was like this painful childbirth. Yes. I don't know how long I'm actually going to stay on here live tonight. I have a lot going on tomorrow, but I just kind of wanted to try this out, and I'll probably be doing this more in the future. Yes. Yes. These past few years have been pretty crazy. For better and for worse, actually. For me, personally. Oh, you're in England. It's 6:50 a.m.? Yes, take that 5 minutes. Take that 5 minutes. mm. Mm. I've actually been go, go, go all day today as well. I had to do a bunch of mundane adulting today. I had to handle some bills, and I had to handle some grocery shopping, which I fucking hate grocery shopping. I like cooking though, so it's kind of like an inevitable evil. So yeah, I made dinner, and I had a couple clients tonight. I did some mediumship tonight, which I'm probably going to make actually a video on my style of mediumship, because I haven't really seen that type of content on YouTube. I've seen videos on like shadow work and ancestry work and spirit work, but I have not seen anyone on YouTube posting. What is? See, that's a client right now on my phone hitting me up through my business page. I have not seen anyone on YouTube doing it the way I do, which I'm not saying that I do it, this or that, or I'm A, B, C, or X, Y, or Z. But I kind of have this Gypsy Romani twist to it that I think you guys might find interesting. So, excuse me. So I mean, I'm not gonna promise or say or claim that I'm going to make a video on it actually, because I'm horrible with actually following through with things. Oh, you think so, convert? Maybe I will then. Maybe I will make a video on that. I guess the short version of it, I mean, we can talk about it now, I guess, while I'm on here. Okay, okay. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh. I want to make a video on it, but I'm just really, really horrible with not actually following through with things. So yeah. So I'll talk about it briefly while I'm on here, and there may or may not be a video uploaded to my channel on this. So for me, I guess I'll start off first with defining how I define mediumship. To me, mediumship is almost like a translator. Like if you had a translator from like English to Spanish, right? Or from hearing to deaf impaired, whether that's American Sign Language or not. So that's what that service is like to me. And this is something that I'm familiar with, and this is something that like I've really been doing since I can remember, because it was just kind of table talk growing up. Hellbound. Oh, goodness. No pressure though. Well, I'm gonna give you some insight tonight, and I might divulge further in a video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You can taunt me though if you want to, Hellbound. So what I do is typically when I'm working with a client on mediumship, they consult, we have a consultation and we talk about exactly kind of what they're looking for. And I explain to them how I do mediumship. Because I think a lot of people, when they hear mediumship, they kind of think of this like seance of people holding hands around a Ouija board. And that is not really, I'm not here to say whether that works or not, because that's none of my business. But I am here to say that that's not how I do it. How I do it is I incorporate candle magic and astrology into my mediumship. So let's say you're my client and you're coming to me for mediumship and you're looking to connect with someone from the other side, whether that be an ancestor or someone from history or whoever, okay? Whoever is deceased. We're talking about the dead here. We're talking about spirits. And so I, we'll have a consultation, and I would ask you what their name was and what their birthday was. And the reason I ask for their name is so I know how to connect and address and talk to that spirit. Kind of like putting a face to a name. And then the reason why I ask for their birthday is because in our tradition, a name and a birthday holds a lot of power. So what I would do is I would write their name, their full name, and their birthday on that piece of paper. And then on top of that piece of paper, I would essentially burn a candle on it, incorporating candle magic, and I would dress the candle using honey and herbs to stick the herbs actually to the candle. And then I would burn the candle typically with some sort of mantra or chant to kind of invoke that spirit, much like you would just invoke a deity if you work with deities. And then that's it. You're done. And then I would typically like take a ritual bath, and then I would go to bed. And then not always, but most of the time I get images or flashes of pictures or symbols, or I would hear things in my dreams. And that I take as a sign that this spirit wants to communicate with me and use me as a medium. And I think something that at least I've noticed through mediumship is just like the living, not every dead person wants to talk to you. There's plenty of living people in this life who don't care for me, and I've had it where I've tried to make a connection to a spirit, and they have sent me no symbols, no images, no nothing. And that's okay. I'm just not the girl for them. So there have been times where clients have come to me, and I usually tell them, like, okay, so we do a consultation, and then I let them know, like, okay, here are my not restrictions, but I guess terms. So I will tell them I need the person's name, and I also need the person's birthday. And then I'll tell them exactly what I just told you about what I do with that information. And then they say yes or no, they're okay with that, which usually they're like, yeah, totally, that sounds good. And then I offer to send them pictures of the work actually being done. And then after that, I would tell the client or the customer, whatever you want to call them, I would ask them to bring something that represents the spirit. So sometimes, like, let's say it's someone's mom, they might bring their mom's rings, their mom's jewelry. Or let's say it's whatever, something that represents that spirit. And if they don't have anything that actually belonged to that ancestor or that spirit, let's say it's someone they never met or inherited anything from, then I would tell them to bring something that represents them. And if they don't have anything that connects them to that actual spirit, like a ring, a piece of jewelry, or a photograph of this spirit, something to represent them, and if they also don't have anything to like represent them at all, like not even, like they can't draw a picture of them, they can't nothing, then they have really no business contacting the spirit. If you have nothing that belonged to the spirit and you have no idea how to represent the spirit, I'm not your girl. Because it could be anything. You could even draw a picture. You could draw a sigil. I mean, you're going to have to give me something to work with here. And then, so I would ask them to bring that. And then that, they take that home. So, like, if they bring a ring, like if they brought their grandfather's wedding band, obviously after it is performed, they would be taking that home. And then I also ask them to bring an offering. And this is incredibly important, especially in my tradition and my style of mediumship as well, just because for me and my tradition, it's extremely important to venerate and honor the ancestors. And if you are asking me to try to make a connection with your grandfather, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit like I know what he likes, because I don't. So that offering could be anything as simple as flowers or chocolate or a smoke or a cigar or a hand-drawn picture, or you could write a letter to your grandfather or your mother. And that, like, if you were to write a letter or whatever, like, it is not for me to read unless you were to ask me to read it. But I really genuinely typically feel more comfortable not reading those, just because I feel like that's a very personal thing, and mediumship is already so intimate. And anyone who's in the live stream, if you guys offer any psychic services, you already know that that's extremely intimate. So once you're really stepping into mediumship, that's almost even more so. Especially because you're invoking spirits in your work. So then I would ask them we do the consultation. I ask them to bring a representation of that said spirit. I make sure they're okay with me doing candle magic with it and me working in the astral realm to try to make that connection. If I don't see symbols, if I don't see images, if I have absolutely nothing, then I would tell that client that unfortunately I was not able to make that connection, and we can try again later. And obviously I wouldn't take payment if I wasn't able to make the connection. Or I would refer them to other mediums that I know. Because sometimes that said spirit, like let's say your grandfather, he might just not like me. The dead are just like the living in that sense, and that's totally okay. You don't have to like me. Let me look at the live chat here. I've been rambling for a minute. Well, thank you, Convert. Yes, representing old school. I actually learned this branch of mediumship from my grandmother. So, yes, Rosalind, I do work with fairies. That is something actually that is relatively newer in my practice. but it's something that I am starting to really incorporate, making offerings, especially since now, like, where my partner and I were living before, we had just like a 1-bedroom apartment flat with not really much of a yard space. And now we're in a townhouse with like a full-size yard. And since I've been doing more outdoor gardening, I've been working more with our natural land spirits around here, which I live right next to Eagle Creek State Park, which is actually Indiana's largest state park. It's mostly water, but it is Indiana's largest state park, and there's a lot of really rich folklore regarding land spirits and nature spirits and sprites and whatnot. And I have purchased, I forget who the deck is by. I guess I could grab it. I have my little library back here. I'm actually in my witchy office space, but I have the Heart of the Fairy Oracle, and then I have, I think it's just called the Fairies Oracle, and then I have the Heart of the Fae. I have both of those, and I work with those more so in the light half of the, no, I don't think it is Doreen Virtue. Hold on, let me check. Okay, so it's actually Jessica Macbeth. But I do have one of Doreen Virtue's unicorn decks that I also have been using that and connecting with that type of energy as well, and that's been really enriching. I love Doreen Virtue as well. I mean, she is iconic. Iconic. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm such a mess. Honey, I've been running around all day, and then I had a couple readings to do, and then I actually had a mediumship tonight, and that's why I'm talking about this now. So, it's on my brain. But yes, I have had it happen to me before where spirit, I'll try to connect to a specific spirit, like someone's grandma or someone's mother, and I'll reach out to them and I will get nothing. I will get nothing back. And I'm just like, oh, damn, okay. And then I have to message that client and be like, unfortunately, I was not able to make this connection. I can try again later. But I'm not going to sit here and bullshit with you. So if I didn't get anything in the astral while I was sleeping, then it's just not happening, baby. Yes, Rosalind, actually. Ancient Egyptian Magic and we've been talking a little bit about maybe making that a reoccurring theme, doing the live streaming together. We've thought about bouncing back and forth between channels. And we've also talked about having a panel. So we would really like to I don't know if she's still in here in this chat. If you are, girl, say hello. Don't be shy, girl. We've actually talked about maybe having a panel. So we would like to have kind of an eclectic mix. Hey, girl. We would like to kind of have an eclectic mix of different paths and traditions. So if you would be interested in joining this witchy view, or I shouldn't say witchy, I should just say magical, actually, because we want to make sure that we're inclusive to everybody, not just the witches. So if you're a root worker, a conjurer, Voodoo, whatever the case may be, a Santerían, you know, if you have a magical view and you can hold a conversation and disagree in a civil manner, because I'm telling you right now, we will disagree on things. We absolutely, girl, shop for those solstice teas, honey. Yes. We will disagree on things. It's bound to happen. But the important thing is that we need to be able to communicate like civil adults. So if you're totally welcome to express, who, what, when, where, why you disagree, but it just needs to be done in like a civil manner. So if you're interested in joining a panel, just let me know, or you can contact Ancient Egyptian Magic and let her know. But we have talked about making our live streams a more reoccurring thing. We had a lot of fun the other night, and I think we are going to plan on doing that more so in the future, especially just because like chemistry, it's just, I don't know, she's a blast, I'm a blast in a glass, so it's a lot of fun. Hellbound, actually, I think you would be a great person to have on the panel. Just saying. Also, even though I was taking a break from making videos on YouTube, that does not mean that I was taking a break from watching YouTube. And Hellbound, I saw your live stream on the Lunar Wisdom Show where you guys were talking about planetary magic, and that was awesome. So shout out to you on that. Yes, Rosalind. Let me see how we should do this. So, let me write this in. Okay, so Rosalind, if you would like to be on the panel, what I'm going to do is I will send you, I'm just going to post this actually in the live chat. And I'll put a link in here. It'll probably be to my business page, my Gypsy Jasmine Facebook page, and you can actually send me a message through there, because I don't know if you can actually like personal message people through YouTube or not. Like I said, I'm technologically illiterate. But what I'll do is I will send a link through this live chat here I have on my laptop of my business page. And what you can do there is you can actually send me a message through that Facebook page, and you can tell me that, you know, you would like to be a panel contestant, and we will work it out from there. Okay? So give me a second here. Like I said, I'm technologically, hold on. Let me pull this up. And I've been drinking a lot of wine tonight, guys. Listen. Oh. Okay, let me pull this up. Okay. Okay, so I hope you guys can actually see that now in the live chat. I just posted it. It's the www.facebook.com/gypsyjasmine. That is my business page. That is where I offer my services, so y'all can peep that if you want to, but that's not the reason why I'm sending this. I'm just posting that specific one in here because I don't know how to tell who's all in this live chat, and I'm not trying to post my personal Facebook page in this live chat. So if you're interested in joining the panel, then send a message to me in that Facebook page. And Rosalind, yes, I just saw that message, and we'll get in touch as soon as this live chat is done. Matter of fact. Rosalind, do you have a channel of your own? Like, do you post videos or anything? Not that it would disqualify you from being on the panel. I'm just curious. Okay, awesome. I will check that out. And Hellbound, I just got your message too, so I already know you. I already know your trouble, honey. But yes, it would be awesome. Does any of you know how many people you can have on a live stream at one time? Because Egyptian Magic and I have kind of gone back and forth between, you know, should we have a panel of, let's say, 5 people, 5 different perspectives, or should we just like kind of have guests come on the show? So I don't know. This is still definitely like a rough draft in the making. Yeah, Hillbound. I would imagine that like I would imagine it would get really chaotic just because like people talking over people. Yeah, and Egyptian Magic, yes. And me and her can both talk. We are both air signs. So yes. 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 All right, so we will work that out. Yes, Hellbound. Yes. How we did it last time was we had a starting discussion So we talked about ancestor veneration, and then we just kind of improv from there, and we took also viewers' questions as well. So, and I kind of like that because it's a very eclectic discussion, and it's just kind of like on the fly. Yes. So I think that if we had like a specific topic to start out with, and then we just kind of branched on from there. And also, I think it would be great to have some masculine energy to balance out me and Egyptian magic as well. So, ooh, you're a Capricorn. Oh, I'm gonna need. Oh, stop. I love Capricorns. Love Capricorns. And Roslyn, I will get in touch with you as well. So, we're gonna make this a thing, y'all. We're gonna make this a thing. Are we going based off Western astrology? Yes, ancient Egyptian magic. Oh my gosh. Last night on our live stream, listen, we actually did not have that many weirdos though. For being on live, we did not have that many weirdos. We didn't. There wasn't that much crazy stuff going on because we did have a moderator. So if you're looking to like be a part of it, but you don't necessarily want to like really be a speaker, you can always be a moderator as well and make sure there's no bullshit going on in the live stream chat. But we did have a guy who, the panel last night was me, Ancient Egyptian Magic, and Grand Madame. And there was a guy who thought that since we were all female, that we were not inclusive to men, which obviously everyone's included. So, but we had to kind of set that straight. So yeah, it would be great to have some masculine energy on the panel as well and represent kind of like the masculine sphere of influence as well. I have got to get a phone charger because this phone is going to die, y'all. My phone, if there's one thing that you will know about me is that my phone like literally like never stays charged. I'm like horrible with managing that. Sorry for the shaky views. Like I said, this is my first live stream, so you're just going to have to forgive, like, my incredibly terrible camming experience. Alright, now let me see how I can figure this out to set this up with the card. Oh wow, you can put filters on this too? Alright, I guess I'm just going to have to hold this because I cannot figure out how to position this correctly. Wow, there's filters. Trip out. Yes, I am on my phone, Hellbound. I could not figure out how to go live on the laptop. It was like giving me tons of problems. It was like giving me an error message, and it was saying like Oh, we are not able to contact the server at this time. Please try again later. Or you can copy and paste this like crazy ass numbers and letters code and you can send it to us in the feedback. And I was like, oh God. So I did do that. But I could not figure out how to go live on my laptop. So I decided to go live on my phone. Hopefully this is not like way too crazy shaky or anything for you guys. I have an idea actually. Let's see if this works. Perfect. Oh, it's so hot in here. I'm going to open a window. It is like 98 degrees today. And it's been raining, so it's like humid. And for whatever reason, like we get perfect AC in all of the house, but like this room gets some AC, but it's not like as good as it should be. So what should we talk about, y'all? I've kind of almost like ran up on a like writer's block or something, I guess. And I've been drinking a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. You're having your 1 week of summer where you're at? Where are you at, Hellbound? Oh my gosh, pregnancy and heat, girl. Convert. Honey. How are you having 1 week of summer when you live in California? Isn't it always supposed to be summer? Are you in Northern or Southern California? Egyptian magic is also in California. Y'all, I'm getting ready to get like this new tattoo like tomorrow, I think. I need to like put some filler in here and like on this underarm side here. And then I'll start working on this space. And then my sleeve will be done. I've had most of the major work convert I want to actually have done on this arm. Now it's mostly about just like filling stuff in. So I'm probably just going to add more of like these roses to like the sides here to kind of connect my Wild Woman tattoo with my Celtic bear paw. Excuse me, y'all. So, yeah, and I've thought about maybe doing like a spider web here, like around the elbow, and then doing like an actual spider kind of more on like the ditch of my elbow. And I'm not going to be getting my tattoos colored in because on this sleeve it's all like black and gray traditional, and that's what I'm sticking to because I'm kind of like OCD. And like color tattoos kind of drive me crazy. I have 2 of them. One is on my ankle. It's like a autumnal red leaf that represents my grandmother. And then the other one is a little bit more private. So, I don't share everything, believe it or not. Even though I'm a go, 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 talk, talk, talk kind of chick, I don't share everything. Yes, I have 2 colored tattoos. I really just like the black and gray traditional just because I feel like it goes with anything I wear. Whereas like the color tattoos, it drives me crazy sometimes. I guess it would be OCT. I guess, yeah. I think you guys have actually seen most of my tattoos. I'm pretty sure I did like a video somewhere on my channel where I had like a magical tattoo video, I think. Your uterus was kidnapped, convert. Stop. You're killing me tonight. um, 9. That's actually one of my favorite numbers. I think I have, if we're going to count my sleeve as one tattoo, I'm somewhere between 20 and 30, I think. Roslyn, what do you think about live rituals, or is that too What do I think about live rituals? Live rituals as in what exactly? Are we talking about like Facebook Live, YouTube Live? Are we talking about public live rituals? Are we talking about like in a specific Facebook group that is like a secret group that you have to be a part of and you're going live? What are we talking about here? Are we talking about attending a live ritual, or are we talking about like a live ritual online? Because I think that does make a difference. I don't know. I think I don't really feel like it really matters what my opinion is on it. I mean, it's not really my tea. I think hosting a. Okay, this is me speaking from my own personal experience and my own personal opinion. So this is not me telling you how to do your teas, but this is just me and my take on it. I would probably not host or attend a live ritual online. Um, I don't know though. I guess it kind of depends. I think that if I was in like a group online and it was like a private group, and I think maybe if it was just like a prayer group or a cleansing ritual or something, then I might do that. Actually, matter of the fact, I admin a local pagan group here in Indiana. It's Witches and Pagans of Indy. I admin that group, and I actually have gone live a couple times in that group, and I've kind of given some. I'm closing this window. I think my neighbor just got home. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but they're annoying. I have done a live video in my Facebook group that I admin. That's a local group here in Indiana called Witches and Pagans of Indy. And I went live on New Year's and I did a kind of New Year's ritual. And that was something I felt like I could share with those select people. I basically just like went on there and I did like a releasement ritual where we wrote stuff down on bay leaves and burned them. It was basic stuff. I think if it was stuff like that, I wouldn't feel bad about going live on. But when it comes to more of the personal stuff and more of the, how do I say this? Yeah, I think like the basics would be fine to go live on. But stuff that's real personal, I, me, this is just me, I don't think I could do that. And also, it's like, I guess we could talk about the to know, to will, to dare, to keep silent. Because everyone has kind of different opinions on that as well. The keep silent part. Because I think that's like the one that a lot of people kind of forget about. And I think some people might not follow that, and that's totally fine. But it's like, what do we keep silent on? Do we keep silent on everything? Because how are we supposed to grow as practitioners or a community if everyone's keeping silent? I mean, you can't initiate into everything. So, and we have to learn from someone, right? So yeah. So I think, yeah. I think that if it was something basic and simple, then I would probably do that like I have before in that Facebook group that is a private secret group, and you cannot see the members in that group. Like if you are not a member of the group, you can't see what's posted, you can't see the members. Honestly, I'm not even sure if you can find it or not. One of you maybe could tell me that. Alrighty, the unlikely convert. Have you ever come away from your practice path and had to find your way back? I left my path of 20 years for organized religion. I know, mental. Um, I don't think I have ever like really left my path or practice. Um, I'm not really sure if like you've seen any of my other videos or not, but I guess a little bit of background info on me would be like I come from a kind of spiritual pagan witchy upbringing, and some of the stuff I was kind of raised with, like divination, was table talk growing up for me. So I was kind of born into this. Not that that makes me like greater than or less than anyone else. Um, Much like if you had a family of hairdressers, you probably are familiar with how salons work. You might have spent some time in a salon. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be the best hairdresser. So, yeah, I was kind of born and raised into this, I guess you could say, and so I've never really left it. I have like researched other religions, especially Hinduism. I find extremely interesting, um, but I've pretty much always stuck with paganism. And yes, okay, I will call you Charlie. Gotcha. But yeah, I've never really, I don't feel like I've ever really left. There's been times where I haven't practiced as much, but that doesn't mean that I'm not still a witch. And that doesn't mean that I'm not still a pagan. So, no, I don't think I have ever really left. I was in a hard place, but now I'm back. How do you overcome burnout or feeling spiritual lost? I think that if you feel burnt out on your spirituality or you're feeling lost on your spirituality, I think you need to allow yourself just to take a break from it. It's okay to take a break from anything. It's totally okay. Like if you feel just not like you're in the mood to practice, don't force yourself. Because that's not really the point of practice. I don't really know what tradition or background you come from, but there has been times before where I have just not wanted to do ritual or I have not wanted to do a spell, and instead of forcing myself to do it, I just didn't. And I find that much more organic and helpful. Just like with the YouTube thing. You know, you guys know I took a break for like 4 months. And I think if I had forced myself to continue to make videos, I would have been miserable. And the quality of the content wouldn't have been as good. And I think the same goes for spiritual burnout. I think the same goes for that. Like, if you are not feeling it, don't do it. Because that energy will permeate your work. I went to a LDS Mormon. It's very pagan, believe it or not, but being born into a spiritual family and now coming back, also raising kids who are very strong-willed and know what they believe. Yes. Good for you. I actually am not super familiar with Mormonism. I won't pretend like I know a whole lot about that because I don't. Aside from like my own research of other religions like Buddhism and Hinduism, paganism is mostly the religious beliefs that I'm most familiar with. More specifically, like Celtic paganism, um, Greek paganism, I guess we would call that Hellenism, as well as a Star Trail. I was raised in a witchy spiritual household with grandparents, met my husband who was Christian. It's a hot mess. Honey, that can work though. That can work because my partner actually, his family is fundamentally Catholic. Yes, they are. And his mother at first was kind of hesitant about me, but she's come around a lot. So I think pagan Christian relationships can totally work as long as both parties, not just the pagan, not just the Christian or the Catholic, are open-minded. I think it can totally, totally work. Yes, I totally agree, Rosalind. It is about ebb and flow. Um, I know, like, for me, I feel more magical during fall. Yes. All right, y'all. Well, I'm probably going to run downstairs and get another drink, maybe. And I'll probably be right back. So I'm probably just going to let you guys play and chat for a minute, and I'll be right back. So you guys can, like, just, like, hang out here for a minute. Or you can not, and you can click off of here and you can go to bed. That's totally fine too. But I'll be back in probably like 2 seconds. So. I'm back. Ugh. Sorry that took, I guess, more than 2 seconds. While I was down there, so my Grams is on one of her wolf weekends. Matter of the fact, hold on a second. So this is my Grams group. That's her little coven. She was like my age in this picture. I love it. She calls it her wolf weekends. They're typically around the full moons, and she drops her dog off at my house. And so I'm watching her dog right now, and her dog's name is Jade. And when I went downstairs, she was like crying and whining, and so I had to love on her for a minute. She gets real anxious when Grams drops her off here because she's super, super attached to Grams. Thank you, Roslyn. So yeah, they were all like roughly like in their 20s in this picture, and they were in college. And this one, the tallest one, of course, is my Grams. Doop, 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 doop. So I had to go down there and love on Jade a little bit because she's stressed out because Grams dropped her off, and she's been here since Thursday evening, and my Grams will be picking her up tomorrow. And then I had to pour myself another drink, and then I went downstairs to smoke a cigarette too. So, and it is raining cats and dogs here in Indiana. It's storming so bad. I'm loving it though. Loving it. I love storms. Yes. I have to give up smoking. Oh God. I don't know about that. I actually did quit a while back when I had my boobs done, and then like right after that I picked right back up. And I've tried to vape before. I've tried to get into that, and it just has not been for me. Boop. On my phone, there's like at the bottom of the screen, there's like all these icons for filters, and I don't know how to turn it off. And yeah, vaping is kind of pretentious, but it's better for you, I would imagine. Oh my God, my hair is like so flat right now. It's like the worst. Also, if you guys are on Snapchat, you can add me on Snapchat too, because I post on there like all the time. I'm pretty sure my Snapchat name is Jasmine_Ambrosia, or it's Jasmine Ambrosia. Well, now that you said don't read any of the previous chat while you're away, now I have to. Oh no. Were you guys spilling some teas while I was gone? I'm reading the chat. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Y'all are gonna make me blush. Oh, I can't handle this. I can't handle it. I can't handle this. Okay, let me get back to this, what I missed. Yes, Hellbound has great content. Shout out to Hellbound. See, I think that's one of the things that me and Ancient Egyptian Magic actually have in common is that we both are very similar in that sense. I'm a Libra, so I have a lot of like Venezuelan energy, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I have been told before though that like I have like that, I guess, vibe or whatever. But I'm not like I'm in a happy, committed, monogamous relationship now, but there is nothing wrong with a little bit of flirtation. But yes, I am also pansexual too, so it's not necessarily always a masculine male. I like feminine men as well. I like masculine men. I like masculine women. I like feminine women. I like everything in between. It's not necessarily what's between the legs that I'm attracted to, because I like a little bit of everything. Rosalind, or Charlie, I'm sorry. Yes, make more videos. Charlie, I feel like my videos are boring too, but for some reason people enjoy watching them. And yes, that storm energy is real, y'all. I actually always keep a little bottle, just like a small little bottle of storm water, you know? I like to add it to my baths and whatnot. So you can actually hear the thunder. I get frisky when I drink tequila, especially, honey. Tequila makes my clothes fall off. Hey. And yes, I was blushing. Intellectual stimulation, I guess. I guess if that's what it is. I'm not sure. And thunder is so powerful, right? So I recently got an email from YouTube, y'all. And they were telling me like, oh, congratulations, you've reached over 10,000 views. If you'd like to monetize your videos, you can apply now. I don't know if you guys have gotten that or not. I don't know if you guys monetize your videos or if you guys know anything about that. Like I said, I'm like technologically illiterate. So, but I went ahead and I monetized. And I'm not really sure what the hell I'm doing actually. So if you guys have any tips or tricks, I'm not necessarily here to make coin. That's not what this is about for me. But if I end up making coin while I'm here, that's totally fine. Honey, that's totally fine with me. So I applied for the monetization and they like said I was eligible for it, and so I got approved. And so I went through my videos today and monetized the ones I was able to, but some of them I was not able to monetize, which is fine. And then because I didn't monetize them, I guess when I made them, I wasn't able to collect any revenue on them, like up until now that I've monetized them. And yes, Charlie, energy exchange is what it's all about. I'm a very strong advocate for that. Matter of the fact, I was actually just talking about this with my Grams because I was telling her about, I think a year ago, I started taking my card reading and mediumship to the online platform. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to call you Charlie. My bad. I've been drinking a bit, so my bad. But I told my Grams about how I took it to like the online platform, my whole reading thing and mediumship thing, and I was talking to her about it. Oh, hey, I've been drinking. You guys are just gonna have to excuse me. Yeah, just excuse me. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. But she was very like, oh, well, I don't really know a whole lot about like you charging money for it. Like, you know, you have these gifts and you shouldn't be charging people and XYZ. Rosalind, baby, you can give me a hard time, okay? I'm stupid. But, yeah, so she was like, I don't really know if I agree with you charging people money for these services when you have these gifts and da 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 da. And I was like, well, I think we all have gifts, Grams. And if people are wanting a service from me, then I should get something in return. And I even do it to where, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be currency. Like, I've gotten amps for my car, and I've gotten, like, Bluetooth speakers in exchange for readings or mediumship. I've gotten TVs in exchange for readings or mediumship. So it doesn't necessarily have to be currency. I've also like traded readings, like someone else reads for me, I read for them. So, but to me, it's no different than doing hair. Like, I'm not going to do your hair for free. You know, like I went to school for that, I learned that, and I got licensed in that. So, I'm not just going to like give you services for free when I had to like work for that education in order to do so. Unfortunately, money is necessary to survive, which talking about money, Egyptian Magic and I were talking the other night, and I was telling her about how I feel like this. I feel like some people see money and the energy that relates to money almost like a god, right? Like, I feel like some people almost like worship that and praise that and try to invoke that. Whereas I feel like money is more of like a spirit and not necessarily a deity. And maybe I'll do a video on that as well. Once again, I make absolutely no promises that I will actually do this because I'm terrible with actually following through with things. So, but I guess like what I mean by that is I feel like money is kind of almost more like a coyote or like a trickster spirit in the sense that it kind of slips right through your hands. And I also think that there's like powers that play with the spirit of money. Like you have need, you have greed. Yes, money is a necessary evil. Mm-hmm. Yes. And it tricks you. And I think, especially here in our Western society, with how capitalism is, there's kind of connotations that go along with money and who has it and who doesn't, and how that affects your social status and how that affects how people perceive you, how much or how little of it you have. I found that the best way to work with the spirit of money or the trickster spirit of money and the best way to manifest more of it is to spend it, which I know sounds like kind of contradictory, but I do feel like kind of this like give and take motion of money keeps it flowing, and that way it doesn't corrupt anything. And yes, living in an abundant state of mind is key. Absolutely key. Like there is nothing to lose. Absolutely. Yes. Rosalind, yes, honey. Yes. 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 So fancy. So what is with this whole like thumbings down video thing? Like what's the tea with that? Because I don't really feel like, I mean, what does it even do besides just like hate? Because I don't have like a bunch of thumbs downs on my videos, but I've noticed that a couple of them, like my most watched video is my video where I talk about money and sex magic, or money and sex, maybe what it's called. It's kind of a clickbait title, but it is still relevant to what I'm talking about because I'm talking about using sex magic and aphrodisiacs and kind of like money invoking magic at work. Especially because I am a female barber and most of my clients are men. So I use like a connection of oils between like invoking prosperity and abundance as far as currency goes. And then I also use aphrodisiac oils as well. And the reason why I use the aphrodisiacs is not because I'm trying to get my clients to want to have sex with me. It's because I want them to keep coming back to me. I want them to be attracted to my services, not necessarily because I want them to be attracted to me. If they are attracted to me, that's just an added bonus because they're definitely, look, y'all, I'm not a light and love type of witch, if you haven't gathered that already. So if they're attracted to me, then that's just an extra way for me to make that coin. Because, and Hellbound, I know that you're in the chat, so don't be offended by this. But a lot of men think that basic friendliness is flirtation. They just do. And so even just by having good customer service and by being friendly, some guys take that as flirtation. So, but yeah, I was really surprised by how many views that one got because it got like 4,000 or something views. And I was like, how did that even happen? Because a lot of my videos only have like maybe 100 views. I think Hellbound likes it when I offend him though, so. I got that smoker's cough. Honey. This thunder though is just giving me life. So Hellbound, what happened to your like viewer hangout today? Because I thought that you were like gonna go live tonight, and then I think you canceled it. What's the tea with that, honey? How do I even see everyone in this chat? Oh, work got you caught up. Gotcha. Sunglasses emoji. The right corner, 3 dots. Ooh, participants. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, next Saturday, I work every other weekend at the barbershop, and next Saturday I work from 9 to 5, actually. So depending on what time you go live. And then Sunday I only work from 11 to 3. So I may or may not join you if you want to have me. Yes, Roslyn, it's about that time here too. Honestly, I'll probably be logging off here soon. Well, Hellbound, you know I make no promises on whether or not I will join you or not, because I'm terrible with sticking through with things. So I feel like if I don't make any promises now, I'm more likely to actually come on your live hangout. So what happened to the what was it? The live stream that I was part of with like you and Loki's Witch and what's the other guy's name? Loki's Witch and whoever. What happened to that? Oh, you hope I can come. Do you? Ooh. It was like Heathen Hangout or something like that. We were watching like this Pokemon video or something. I don't remember. But the person who was hosting it, I forget his name, Mad Witch maybe, was gonna like send me an email or something, and then he never did. Oh yeah, I'm sure you meant come and not come. Mm-hmm. 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 But yeah, I never got that email. I never got the memo there. Oh, Heathen Haven. That's what it was. That's what it was. Okay. Well, this has been fun, like doing this whole like live hangout thing. Why? What happened? I just never got an email. Like okay, so Mad Witch wanted me to come back on again, and then he told me he would send me an email, and then I did not get an email, girl. All right, Roslyn. Well, thank you, boo, for coming on and hanging out with me during my first live hangout. I will definitely get in touch with you for sure about the panel, and we'll work it out and we'll see what we can do. Okay. I have no idea what the schedule for that is going to look like. I need to get in touch with Egyptian Magic on that, actually. So I'll get in touch with both of you, and we will work it out. We will figure it out, and we'll see what's the tea and what's going on. What time? Oh, Roslyn, you're in Michigan, so you're in my time zone. So you're on Eastern Standard Time, yeah? Oh, thank you, Roslyn. I actually already did the mediumship, and it went very well. I actually did an in-house reading on that one, and she actually came over, and I just finished that a couple hours ago. But yes, I will be in touch with you, and we will work it out. No biggie, girl. No biggie. We'll work it out. I'll get in touch with you probably tomorrow. So expect to hear back from me tomorrow, and we'll figure something out, because I think we're on the same time zone. So you have a good rest of your night, girl. Buenas noches. Alrighty, Hellbound, I'm probably going to sign off of here too. You both have a good night. Bye.